Hello, everybody. Hopefully we're all here. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Saw Brad's out fishing. Sounds like he had a good fishing trip. Hey, Robert. Two Roberts. Robert Sanchez. Trial, hello. Hey, Terry. Hey, Peter. This is our new Super Chat prize. So we're going to give that away the end of March. So that's going to be the prize for the whole month of March. SKB tackle bag, roller bag on wheels with the handle and everything. Goes up. So it's pretty cool. It's their brand new one. So you can do super chats and do that. Next week is the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. I will be there. That'll be an awesome show. So if any of you are interested in going to another show, that is the last big one of the year. Hello. Hey, Dante. Aaron. Hey, Jimmy. Tomorrow, I don't know if anybody's free. Me and Chris are going to work in the warehouse and try to get stuff put together. Hey, Brad. How you doing? I was just talking about your trip. Congratulations, 3 halibut. Sounds great. So Brad's on the way in. They're going to dock at 7:30. So Robert fished Tuesday, half day trip, got Sandy's. Hello, Lloyd. See if I got that name right. Hakuman, something like that. Hey, Jose, thank you very much. Hey, Mike. Yeah, so this is the new Super Chat prize. SKB tackle box. And I sent the video that I made about the break-in to SKB. And they sent us one of these boxes, one of these rolling tackle boxes for our youth foundation. So that's going to replace the one that got stolen. So we have that. They sent me this extra one to raffle off to you guys. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we got 25 of you on here and only 8 likes so far. So take Robert's advice and let's hit the like button. So who else has been fishing? Looks like Robert went fishing. Brad's on a boat right now coming in. What else? I know one of my other buddies went fishing and got a 30-pound halibut this week. So he's doing good. Hey, Annette, how you doing? I'm not sure if I played this one. I think I did. This is some people that came by our booth at Del Mar. So thank you all for coming by. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, you are correct. Sheephead season starts March 1st. March 1st. And I don't know if you guys heard, but the Victory, my friend Phil, Captain Phil, is doing a sheephead tournament the month of March. So if you're looking for something different to do, that's an option. I know some of the landings, like 22nd Street, is offering a halibut derby right now. They're doing specials on that. Um, so that's pretty cool. And then we just put up another half day trip as a open party trip. So if any of you are interested in that, the first one sold out in 2 minutes. But now we're going to do one on March 27th. March 27th, and I will post a link there for you guys. That's going to be an open party private charter. Hey William, how you doing? Hey Steve. And there's still a few spots left for Alaska. I think there's 5 spots left still. So if anyone's interested in that trip, here is that information. Our Mexico trip seems to be feeling pretty good. So, but Alaska needs 5 more people or so. Fill it up. Oh, so I have some of my expert guys online. Can you guys look up what the sheephead limit is for this year? Because I'm hearing different stories. A couple of people tell me it's 5. A couple of other people tell me it's 2. And I haven't looked. So if somebody can go to the Fish and Wildlife website and find out, let me know. All right, while they're doing that, why don't we do the show open? Should be here. There it is.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Thank you very much. Just a reminder that today is brought to you in part by B52 Bucktails and Boomerang. Nice sponsor of ours, Boomerang Tools. Annette, thank you for the super chat. Peter, thank you for the super chat. How can we help with your warehouse project? Well, we're going to use some, we could use some help next Wednesday to load up the truck and head down to Orange County Fairgrounds to set up our booth. So if you're available Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm just gonna have a couple people over to kind of organize stuff and get it ready. So I kind of need people that are used to being in the warehouse for that. So I don't know if Jimmy is available. James, if you're free tomorrow, I could use a little bit of help. Or Steve, if you're available. Um, just going to do a little bit of work there and get ready for Wednesday. So Wednesday, when the guys come, we can load up the truck really quick and take off and go set up the booth. A Waterman's Life. You like my little studio? It is a tiny studio. I can almost touch both walls. It's a tiny studio, not quite that small, but it's a tiny little studio. And if you didn't hear the story, this used to be a storage shed that I had for leftover stuff for the Youth Foundation and stuff. And I used to store it in here. I don't know what happened there. So I used to store it in there. And I came to the realization during COVID that everything that got packed in here came in here to die. So I decided to turn it into a working space. And I didn't like where I was doing YouTube live inside the house because it kind of looked like a writer's place. It was all the bookcases and all that stuff in the background. So I wanted something more like this, something that was more a dedicated space just for you guys. I could put some lights up, make it look more professional, more clean. And that's why we have this little studio. I was thinking like 11 a.m. tomorrow, James. I have to run down to Pierpoint Landing in the morning and run over to the boatyard in the morning early. So I was thinking 11, 11:30, something like that. If you have time for a few hours, we need to just kind of get some stuff organized, get some of the donations together that came in recently, and get that organized. And that's all. Hopefully just like 2-3 hours. But if you're not doing anything, could use you, let me know. Yeah, and James is also looking for a roommate for Alaska because he's already signed up to go. And all the rooms are 2 people to a room, so he's looking for one more person to go. So if anyone's interested. Phil wants to know, how's the lobster fishing been lately? From what I've seen, the boats like the Gale Force and Triton, Sport King have been doing really good on the lobsters at Catalina. They're still having some nights where they get limits, and a lot of nights where they're getting over 40 lobsters. So that's pretty good. Last year was terrible lobster year. It was really slow. This year sounds like it's one of the best years they've had in a while. And it's still going on. It's got a few more weeks into March that you can go. So I would say give the Gale Force a call. And the same person there owns the other boats too. So they can get you on the Triton or the Gale Force to go lobster fishing. And this coming Thursday, a week from today, will be the Pacific Coast Fishing Show in Orange County Fairgrounds. So the PCS show, as everybody calls it. So that's going to be a great show. We'll be there. It will be the biggest show of the year. There will be more boats, more tackle shops there, more landings than at all the other shows. Why all the shows don't support why the fishing industry doesn't support all the shows, I don't understand. It's like they think they only need to go to one show, and that's what this is probably going to be the show that they're all going to go to. But I really think all of us in the industry need to support all the different shows and be there and get more people into fishing and promote your businesses. But that's all I have no control over it. And I've been doing this so long, 38 years. I think a lot of the boats don't realize, well, I shouldn't say a lot. Some of the boats I try to deal with that won't work with me don't realize that part of the reason they're so busy and doing so well is because of the 38 years that I've been on TV, getting you people, like a lot of you that are here right now, on introducing to fishing. And some of the deckhands on the boats, some of the guys driving boats, one of the guys buying a tackle store that's been around forever, and a couple of kids that work in other tackle stores all got introduced to fishing through my youth foundation. So I just don't understand why we can't get more support from all the different boats, but that's what happens. Can't control them all. Hey, Trial, if you want to go get a lobster, call the Gale Force, go out with them. They're doing really good. They're getting a lot of lobsters. Yeah, they had 40 lobsters on the boat the other day, and they had a couple of trips this month where they had 80, where they had limits for the whole boat. So, yeah, I would do that. Give them a call and check it out. I don't know if there's a report. I haven't looked at 976 in a while. Let's see if there's a fish report for the tuna. I mean, for the tunas, for the lobsters. Let's see. Yeah, they don't have gale force there. Yep. But the gale force has been doing good on the lobsters. They have a trip going when? Oh, they have coastal trips too. 3 p.m. to 11 coastal. That means like up to Santa Monica Bay. And it's $145 for that trip. And they only take 10 people. So, yeah, and then one of the guys mentioned something about, who was it? I missed it. Chuck. Chuck talked about how it was great that the fishing community responded well to my post on Bloody Decks. And I didn't start the post, somebody else did. And it was Chuck's post. Chuck was the one that posted it, posted the video. And then I commented on it later. So thank you, Chuck, for doing that. And it was nice. Like, we got some nice donations, and guys really came through there. So thank you. That's probably the most support ever I've gotten from members of Bloody Decks, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Robert. Need some water. See some other comments. Robert 3. How you doing, Robert 3? Jose, were you out fishing today? Why so red? It's the lighting in here. It makes it a little bit redder. I was outside part of the day today. Okay, Tim has some questions about Mexico trip. Fire away. I'll try to answer your questions. What does Daniel say? Great. Many years of fishing since kid growing up. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my show. Okay, so Mike says the limit on sheephead is 2, and they have to be over 12 inches. Okay. So Tim P, is the Van Warmer trip all catch and release? Okay, so the trip I'm hosting for the 2 days of the tournament, it isn't mandatory catch and release. We do like you to release all the billfish. Okay, so if you release the billfish, you get more points toward winning the tournament than you do if you kill the billfish. All the other fish, the Dorado, the Wahoo, the tuna, all that stuff, that's all, you can keep those. There's no problem with that. The rooster fish is all release. So we would like you to release the billfish, but if you catch a blue marlin or black marlin and it dies, because lots of times they die coming in, yeah, keep it. They taste delicious. They steak up really good and they're great. The sailfish, the striped marlin, they don't taste nearly as good as a blue or black marlin. So I would say keep those. What else? Trial and Error says you are a star, and you should be. Thank you. No, it's just so hard this year getting new boats, especially boats out of San Diego, to fish with us. We just haven't any luck. Jose, we haven't worked out a time yet. I told Dave I will do it. We just need to work out a time. I was hoping he was going to be at the PS Pacific Coast PCS show, so we could do it there. But it sounds like he's not going to be there. So I think he wants to just do it over the computer like this. So I will find out how we can work it out. But yeah, no, I told Dave I would do it. Thank you, Lloyd. Hey, Willie. Yeah, guys, I have 50 of you on here and only 27 likes. Is airfare included in Mexico trip? It is not included because we have people flying from everywhere. People from Northern California, people from Seattle. Sometimes we have people from Texas. I think the farthest we've had people come is New York and Minnesota. So people come from all over, so we don't include airfare. What the package price includes is your hotel room and 2 days of fishing on a cruiser. Now that package price can vary. If you want a condo, a lot more money. If you want a really nice room next to the pool, it's a little bit more money. If you want a room farther away from the pool, it's cheaper. If you want a bungalow that has beds for like 5, 6 people, that's cheaper per person. So there's different options. Steve says his secret weapon for sheephead is a red and white bucktail and 1 to 4 ounces. Yeah, I've caught them on bucktails. It's a tournament. How do you get? It's easy to get the fish back. As being one of the people in our group, you get a discount on having your fish processed by the smokehouse. They'll process your fish. They will package it all, vacuum pack, and I think it's $20 or $25 for a box. They have these boxes that are approved by the airlines. Your fish is frozen hard, stuck in the box, no ice put in it, nothing. It's wrapped up. So if you're flying back to LA, flying to Phoenix, it's only a 2-hour flight. You fly to San Francisco, it's probably a 3 hour flight. By the time you get home, your fish is still frozen hard. So it works out really good. I do it all the time, works out fine. And if you catch a bunch of fish, you can pay for extra boxes. If you get one box of 50 pounds, that's a lot of fish. So it works out good. Yeah, bringing home fish from Mexico is no problem. We bring fish from Alaska all the time, which is way longer flight, and don't have any problem with it. So bringing fish home from Cabo, which is only 2 hour flight, is really, really easy. Jose, has Drama been joining the YouTube live? Haven't seen him for a while. I was texting him last week, and but I haven't seen him on here for a while. So Daniel's doing homework but listening. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, that's my goal, is to educate people about fishing. When I do my private charters, a lot of that um, is teaching people, educating people how to fish a bait, how to do that, and it works out really good. Okay, so Chuck's asking the SKB thing. So let me do this. Make it easier for you. You can do a couple of ways. Let's see. Okay, so you can use this link here if you want to buy a super chat ticket. It's $5 minimum. Get your ticket. Or you can do right here, you can do a super chat. So for every one of those that you buy for $5, you'll end up getting a drawing ticket like this. It'll go into our wheel, and then at the end of March, one person will win this SKB rolling box, which SKB donated to us. They sent me one for this, and they sent another one for the kids club. So that's how that works. Does that explain, Chuck? So we do. When we started this, the guys had talked me into doing that, so we do that. Commander, good evening. Where can I buy your DVDs? What DVD are you looking to buy? From a past episode? Is that what you want? Mike saying. So Mike says he's had success catching the sheephead using the green and yellow B52 bucktail with a piece of shrimp on it. That's pretty good. Correct, Tim. So the package price that we say, the $730, that's based on 2 people to a room, 4 people on a boat. Now, the room is a standard room. It's not the VIP rooms right next to the pool and all that. So they have a wide selections of rooms. They have some rooms that are upstairs. They have some rooms on the other side of the dining area. They have these huge condos, and then they have these really beautiful rooms right around the pool, which I think there's only maybe 10 or 12 of those. So depending on the room you get, that's the price of the room. And then the boat that's included in the package is your standard cruiser. It's not a Ponga. It's a cruiser with a bathroom and all that. They do have higher grades of boats that'll take up to 6 people. We always just book the normal cruiser that for 4 people, but you can pay more for a bigger boat. So that's an option. So when you call the hotel, tell them you want to be in the Dan Hernandez group. They'll give you the options, and you can decide how, what you want. We have lots of people that they don't want to fish with 4 people on a boat. They just want to have them and their buddy or them and their wife on the boat. And if they catch 2 marlin that day, the 2 of them get to fight those 2 marlin. So it makes it easier than having 4 people on the boat, and you can just make all the decisions you want yourself. What I normally do is fish part of the day offshore for the Dorado and the marlin, the billfish and all that, and then I'll spend part of the day along the beach fishing for the groupers and the cabria and the roosterfish. I love catching roosterfish, so I always do that. Tim P, is there a bag fee for the frozen fish to come back with you? There's a fee for it to be processed. So yeah, it's like having fish cleaned or having fish processed in San Diego. There's a company at the smokehouse will meet you at the dock when the boats come in, and you just tell them there, yeah, I want to keep my fish and this is my room number, and they'll take the fish for you straight to their facility. They'll vacuum pack it right there, flash freeze it, and then when you're getting ready to go home, they will package it all for you, and you pay them then, and you'll get a discount. You'll get a nice discount. I'm not sure if it's 10 or 20%, but just being in our group, you'll get the discount. Henry says, you'll see me at the show. Thank you. Yes, Tim, the boat's included. The boat's included, again, based on 4 people on the boat. So if you want the boat included for just you and one other person, that price is going to go up quite a bit, because instead of splitting the boat price with 4 people, now it's only 2. Or 3 people, you can do that too. All right. And James is saying, if you're going to Mexico, have them smoke the fish. They do a great job. Yeah, so that's another thing too. You can have your fish smoked at the smokehouse. They do a really good job smoking fish. So say you get a nice tuna, and you might want to have part of it smoked and the rest of it just vacuum packed. They'll smoke it first and then vacuum pack it. So it's up to you. You can do that. Sorry, this is live talking to you. No live fishing action. But I can play a video for you of us fishing. Here's a tuna I caught on a magic metal jig.
I was yo-yo fishing a magic metal jig, 4.5 ounce red color, and I got slammed. I think it's a tuna. Everybody's messing around with those yellowtail. Well, there's a nice tuna there. And I think I got slammed by a tuna. Yeah, it's a magic metal jig. This is a magic metal bluefin tuna, magic metal, 4.5 ounce. It's a brand new color we came out with. Looks like a red crab. Just a beautiful, beautiful trip. And this is a great way to end it. Magic metal jig, bluefin tuna, just awesome. Captain Mike, and for this week's tip of the week, guys, we have half the boat are guys fishing with us from Oregon. They've never been tuna fishing before. They fish albacore up there, but they've never been on a big boat like this. And never fished for yellowfin, bluefin. They had a great time, and the guys told us the way they learned and what to expect was by watching these episodes and by going to my YouTube channel. So this week's tip is if you're gonna experience something new, you haven't done it here in Southern California, Mexico, go to my YouTube channel, look up episodes like the one on the Sea Adventure 80, get an idea what the fishing's like. Well, I want to thank Captain Mike, the whole crew aboard the real Sea Adventure 80.
All right, so there's some live fishing for you. Child wants to know where to get bucktails. Some stores have them locally, but you can find them on my website, and there is a link to that. All right, Tim has a few more questions. If I book the basic package with Monica, can I upgrade the room when I get to Van Warmer? Okay, so we don't book the rooms anymore. We don't book the boats. You just call straight to the boat. I'm to the hotel at Palmas de Cortez. The number's on the flyer on our website. And you just call there and say, I want to be in the Dan Hernandez group. We have a bunch of rooms already blocked off. So you could do that. And then I'm sure when you're there, you can upgrade if the rooms are available, if they're not sold out. The condos, they normally always have a couple condos open, but that's a huge upgrade. But they can kind of walk you through the different rooms and you can decide what you want. But yeah, we don't book the packages anymore. So you can just do that directly. Okay. Correct. Chuck is right there. As far as the box of fish, how do they charge you for the box of fish? The box of fish just counts as a bag of luggage. So some of the airlines, like American, is going to charge you for every bag of luggage that you take. Some airlines, like Southwest Airlines, will not charge you for the first 2 bags. Your first 2 bags are free on Southwest if you're flying to Mexico or if you're flying to Vegas. So you can take a carry-on with your clothes. You don't need to take any fishing tackle. And then on Southwest, you could bring 2 boxes of fish back and not pay for the extra bass, the extra luggage fee. So that's how that would work. Okay, there's many more questions. I like Robert, I like the magic metal jigs for lots of specific things. The Tatty 45 is a classic. It's a jig I really, really like, but for lingcod fishing, stuff like that, I use the magic metals. The magic metal light works really good too for surface baits, but I grew up using tatties. I have nothing bad to say about them. They're a great, great jig, and if you don't own any, you should have some of those. They work out good. Yeah, we will have B52 bucktails in our booth at the Pacific Coast Show. So come on by and get some there. Tim, if I book 2 spots, are we guaranteed to get the same room? If you book 2 spots, are you guaranteed to get the same room? I don't quite understand what you mean. So if you book the room with the hotel, that's the room you're going to get. So I don't know what you mean by book 2 spots and guaranteed the same room. If you can actually get 2 different classes of rooms. So if you need something like a bunch of kids, you can get a room farther from the pool and less expensive and get a more upgraded room right next to the pool and the bar if you want to do that. Or you could get a bungalow and put 5, 6 kids in there, and that's a lot cheaper than getting the other rooms. So that's an option. Yeah, Kevin says too that we will have the bucktails at the PCS show. Thought you were going to pass out. Not me. Tim, of all the people on here, the person that should be the mascot for Tommy Burgers is Kevin. Kevin breathes, eats, and follows Tommy's religiously. He gets all their notices when the sales are on, and he's not shy about sending them to me. He loves Tommy's. What does Daniel say? Opinion of fishing with Dan on. Thank you, Daniel. You can never have too many bucktails. Yeah, they work really good. Yeah, we have deals on the bucktails at the show, so come by there. Hey, Fish Killer. Trial and error. Can you post your upcoming trips? They're on the website. Just go to the website and you can see all the upcoming trips for the year. We're trying to get a couple of more tuna trips in, and we are just not having any luck getting boats in San Diego to want to work with me. They're all think they have fishing locked up for the year, and they don't understand that part of the reason that they're doing so good the last couple of years and having so many people wanting to go fish with them, and I'm not taking all the credit for it, but part of the reason so many people know about them and know their operations and know what happens in San Diego is because for the last 38 years I've been telling them. I've educated a lot of people about fishing, and they just don't seem to understand that. So I have no control over it. All I can do is tell them, let me help them market, and no luck. What else? Okay, so there's the link right there for our fishing charters for the year. So you guys can see those there. And so that's good. Hey Donnie, how you doing? So that last link there is for the fishing charters that'll be filmed for TV. Part of the reason you can only sign up for those trips is on our website is because there's a notice there that says by signing up, you're giving us permission to use your likeness and your picture on television. So that's why we do it that way. So you can't sign up at a landing or on the boat. You need to sign up on our website. So we have permission to show you on television. Again, here's the link for Alaska. So if anyone's thinking about going to Alaska, we'd love to have you joining us. That would be great. Okay. What does record say? Hey Dan, I notice you're doing calico near shore trips. Do you foresee any longer private trips later this year? What do you mean longer? Like we offer offshore tuna trips and we offer Catalina trips which are a lot longer. The open party trips that we're doing right now are just half day trips. So that is an option. But, if you have some friends and you guys want to do a longer private charter, that's not a problem. We could do that. Here's a link again for the trip coming up on the 27th of March. So if anyone's interested in that, you can use that link there. It says the 23rd, but it's really for the 27th on there. Alrighty. What else is on here? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Chris Long. So Donnie's talking about what he made for dinner. I haven't even had dinner yet. I still got to take out the trash and do all the other stuff I got to do before I can unwind tonight. Tempe. So if 5 days, 4 nights, 2 days of fishing, what else can I do there? I don't know if there's jet skis. You can surf fish there. They do have like quads you can rent. There's other tours around there. You can go. What's the name of that place? There's a national park not far from there for skin diving and snorkeling. What is the name of that place? I've been there so many times. You can rent a car and drive into Cabo, drive up to La Paz. There's lots you can do there. You can go to Santiago and go see John Wayne's old house that he had there. And it looks like the zoo's reopening. I saw the animals there last time. So you could do that too. Lots of things to do there. And you can just relax and enjoy the pool. Yeah, what's funny, Alan, is some of the skippers I talk to say, yeah, as a kid, I grew up watching your show, watched you for, over 20 years, and now they own boats, but they don't understand that part of their love for fishing came from watching all my episodes on TV. And they don't want to invest in their boats. They don't have any problem spending, taking out a loan and get hundreds of thousands of dollars, get their parents to co-sign on things and get friends to invest, and they go get a boat. But they're not willing to invest a little bit in promotion and marketing. All I can do is offer. And I have no problem going to where I'm invited. So Santa Barbara, Morro Bay, Emeryville, all, the Gale Force Train, Dana Point, all the people that want me, I will be there. I'm in no hurry to stop doing this. It's just frustrating when I call so many places and they just kind of blow me off or they're not interested. What can I do? Just do what I can do. Tim P. Are there prizes for tournaments, like different types, or? Yeah, so we have a tournament. It's a fun tournament, okay? It's not thousands of dollars or anything like that. It's a real simple tournament. We have a little tournament fee, which isn't very expensive. Now, if you win our tournament and all the points are added up by everybody on the boat. So we used to do it where you could charter a boat by yourself and go out, and everything that you caught, all the points went to you, and it would just be the way it was points was it was per angler. But we found out after years of doing that somebody might take their wife with them or their girlfriend with them or their kid with them, but they wouldn't let them fight any of the fish because they wanted all the points they'd win the tournament. So now we're doing it like everybody else, where it's a boat. The team, it's a team event, and it's a boat is the number of points. So you can fish by yourself or you can fish with 4 people, but the number of points that you get as a total group is who wins it. So if the boat you're on wins our tournament this year, next year when you go to the tournament, you don't have to pay for the boat. You just pay for your room. So that's the grand prize, first prize. And then there'll be other prizes. Normally we have gift cards from Turner's Outdoorsman. We'll have stuff like the SKB box and other stuff like that for the lower prizes. but that's what we normally do. Record wants to know on your private boat. Yeah, Record, on my private boat, we do Catalina trips all the time, and we don't do multi-day trips on my boat. But I have had people charter me, and they stay at Catalina, get a hotel, stay there for a couple of days, and then have me pick them up in the morning, take them fish around the island for the day, drop them back off at Avalon, and then they stay there. Um, so that's the only way we could do like a multi-day thing. But as far as going a farther distance than inshore and other just fishing the horseshoe, kelp, or anything like that, yeah, I mean we can go offshore for tuna, marlin, and stuff, or go out to Catalina. I just do day trips. What else is going on? So records say, sorry to clarify, do you foresee any longer trips later this year on Mi Sueño? Yeah, that's the name of the place, record. You're right, Cabo Pumo. Um, okay, when you say longer trips, again, on my boat, the Mi Sueño, we do day trips. So if you want to go out for 12 hours, 10 hours, we can do that. So if you mean, go fish Dorado in the fall, go fish tuna in the summer, or just do a trip to Catalina, if that's what you mean by longer trip, yes, we do that on my boat. And if you don't know all the different trips we offer on my boat, let me give you a link to my website, and you can see this will give you the rates and the different trips we offer: Catalina, offshore, half day, 3/4 day, all that. Maybe this will explain it better, but there you go. Okay. Let me catch up to all the questions. Yeah, Captain Bill does a great job. He's the only boat in San Diego that will take us fishing. Hey Eric, how you doing? Yeah, some of the boats I talk to are, look at their schedules and they have so many open dates, but they don't want to talk about filming anything. So Terry's having tamales, fish ceviche, and Spanish rice. Hey Jeff, you guys are just making me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Good night, Chris. Yeah, tamale sounds good for tonight. See what other questions there are. Yeah, I mean, you always have to be promoting your business. I would think if you're in business, you always have to be promoting your business to try to get new people to come. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't understand all about how they think. Um, Gabriel, if you order it this week, like tomorrow, I think if you order it by Tuesday, I should be able to bring it to the show for you. Okay. So if you want to get the calico kit, we also have the kits that we made that we are partnering up with Double A Grubs, Double A Worms. So those of you that see me catch the bucktail, catch the lingcod with the 6-ounce B52 bucktail with the large tail on there, we have those kits now. So you can order that on the website. We have those in stock too. Yeah, so Gabriel, if you want to do that, if you order it by Tuesday, say 1 o'clock, I can bring it to you and deliver it to you there. Trial and error. If checking out the trips, if I go to PCS, can I pay directly there? Sure. I mean, we can just bring it up on our phone and you can pay right there. I mean, you can pay on the website tonight. There isn't a problem. One thing I will tell you guys, because I have this problem all the time where people will wait and they'll try to wait until a couple weeks before the trip, and then they're all upset like 3 weeks before the trip and they can't get on the boat because the trip's sold out. And I tell you guys all the time, even if it's a trip in September or October, sign up now, and if you find out 3 weeks before that you can't go, we'll give you a full refund. That's not a problem. But if you wait till 3 weeks before the trip, there's a good chance you won't get on the trip. It'll be sold out. Especially trips up in Emeryville, Morro Bay, where we're only there for one trip. You really need to sign up when you can. And then, like I said, if you can't make it and you give us 3 weeks notice, we'll give you a full refund. If you decide last minute, the only chance you have is if somebody cancels out and we sell their spot for them. So that's all we could do. Want to have a rod that my grandfather inherited. He says it's the Dan Hernandez Premier. Yeah, they don't make them anymore. I have some of them at my warehouse, and we had some for sale at the Bart Hall show in Del Mar and in Long Beach. But I still have mine. I still have a few of those. I have the deckhand one that doesn't have a real seat or anything, and then we have the other ones has a real seat. What does Fish Killer say? Is it the reason that the boats won't let you charter? Is that they don't? Yeah, because the way it normally works for filming is we get a super low rate on the boat, um, and it cuts into the boat's profits for sure. But to me, it's more an investment. We're not making them pay for the airtime on television. We're not charging them for a film crew to come film. I don't charge them to be there. It's all promotion and marketing, and they're just not willing to invest in it. And some boats, like Captain Bill, kind enough to invest in it. He knows about building a brand, building a name, and ensuring his boat's going to be around for years. The Gale Force of Triton, the Sea Star, we've been doing that boat for over 20 years, and they see the return. They see people coming back, and people that went with us as a kid are now bringing their kids on their boats. So they see that. It's just a lot of people that they they just figure the tuna will be there and people will come follow it, and they don't understand it. So it sounds like Daniel's wife is getting homesick for California. I don't think I could leave here. I love being here next to the water and everything. Donnie, get your brother to go with you to Alaska. James needs another person to go with him on the boat. We can get a boat for 4 people to go to Alaska. Yeah, we are having a swap meet in April. No, April 21st. April 21st, we're having a swap meet in Cerritos. I have rods there if you want to look at those premier rods. Yeah, you don't have to have a team of 4, but all the points will go together. It won't be by one person. Yeah, a person of 1 will no longer win it. Good night, Daniel. Yeah, I'm going to say good night too. It's already after 8 o'clock. But I'm going to get going. Juan says, hey, Dan, the rod, premier rod. Yeah, that was a signature rod of mine. We made those with Premier, but they still don't make them anymore. Yes, Donnie, there's a couple of San Diego trips. There's 1.5 day trip on the horizon. You can sign up right now. And there's 2 one-day trips on the Malihini. And right now, those are the only trips. The only overnight trip we have right now out of San Diego is on the horizon. Thanks to Captain Bill. What's my fault? Yeah, no, it's a nice little rod. I mean, I like those rods, Premier rods. The blank is Premier. That's the brand, Premier, American Premier, and they made those rods. They're talking about maybe even doing it again, but we'll see. All right, James is to go have dinner. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Yeah, that's the actual name of the brand of the blank is a Premier brand, American Premier. All right, guys, I'll say goodnight to everybody. I'm going to call it a night. It's after 8 o'clock. So, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I don't know if I'll be on next Thursday because I'll be at the PCS show. But if I can make it happen from there, I will try. Good night, everybody. Good luck. And if you're going to go fishing this weather, check the weather first. They're talking about rain tonight, maybe tomorrow night, and definitely on Saturday. So, talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.